There are moments in life when an entire nation seems to pause, moments when the noise fades, when conversations become whispers, when even those who never met someone feel the weight of losing them. Today is one of those days. Under the quiet skies of Arochukwu, Abia State, loved ones gather with heavy hearts. The cameras are dim, the movie sets are silent. The applause has faded into tears. And for the final time, Nollywood says goodbye to Alexx Ekubo, a son, a brother, a friend, a dreamer, an actor whose smile became one of the most recognizable faces in African cinema. But perhaps the saddening thing about death is not always that someone lives. Sometimes it is that they live while we are still trying to imagine all the beautiful things they were yet to become. Alexx Ekubo was only 40 years old. 40, an age when many people are just stepping into the most meaningful years of their lives. An age when dreams are still being built. An age when plans are still being made. An age when no one expects to be saying goodbye. Yet today, June 18, 2026, family members, colleagues, and admirers stand beside his resting place, carry memories that will forever be too precious to bury. Because Alex was never simply an actor. He was a feeling, a presence, the charming gentleman who could make audiences believe in love again, the witty friend whose comic timing could brighten the darkest scenes, the stylish entertainer whose confidence inspired countless young men hoping to find their own place in the world. Long before fame found him, he was just a young boy from Arochukwu with dreams larger than the streets that raised him. Born Alexx Ekubo Okwaraka on April 10, 1986, he followed a path many Nigerian parents would proudly approve of. He studied law at the University of Calabar, a respectable profession, a stable future, a predictable life, but destiny often whispers to those brave enough to listen, and Alex listened. He listened to the voices telling him there was another stage waiting, another audience waiting, another version of himself waiting to be discovered. In 2010, he stepped into the spotlight as a contestant in the Mr. Nigeria competition. He did not win the crown, he emerged first runner up. But sometimes life has a strange way of proving that second place in one chapter can become first place in destiny. That pageant became the door that changed everything. Soon, Nollywood came calling. At first, the roles were small, then came bigger opportunities. And in 2012, Weekend Getaway introduced audiences to a young actor whose effortless charm seemed impossible to ignore. People noticed, producers noticed, directors noticed, and before long, millions of fans noticed. Movie after movie followed. He appeared in romantic dramas, family stories, comedies, blockbusters. He became one of Nollywood's dependable leading men. But what audiences loved most was not simply his appearance, it was the ease with which he carried joy. The way he laughed, the way he spoke, the way he seemed to walk into every room carrying sunshine with him. Friends describe him as generous, warm hearted, supportive, the kind of person who celebrated other people's victories as sincerely as his own. And perhaps that is why his passing hurt so deeply, because people can replace actors, they can cast another leading man, they can produce another movie, but certain spirits can never truly be replaced. Then came the heartbreaking revelation. On May 11, 2026, news broke that Alexx Ekubo had died following a battle with advanced metastatic kidney cancer. Suddenly, social media transformed into a digital candlelight vigil. Photographs resurfaced, movie scenes were replayed, voice notes were shared, messages poured in from fellow actors, filmmakers, friends, and fans. Many struggled to believe it. How could someone who always looked so full of life be gone? How many battles do people fight behind smiles we admire every day? How many people are quietly carrying pain while the world only see their highlight reels? Death has a cruel way of reminding us that celebrities are not characters. They are human beings. They laugh, they cry, they hope, they fear, they pray, and sometimes they suffer in silence. Today, as Alexx Ekubo returns to the soil of his ancestors, Nollywood loses more than an actor. It loses one of its brightest smiles. Nigeria loses a son who dared to follow his passion. Young dreamers lose a reminder that it is possible to change direction and still succeed. And those who love him lose someone whose voice they expected to hear again. Maybe that is why grief feels so heavy. It is love with nowhere left to go. Yet, even in sorrow, there is gratitude. Gratitude for the films, for the laughter, for the moments, for every scene he gave his audience, for every person he encouraged, for every moment he reminded someone that elegance and kindness can still coexist. Some people live 90 years and leave nothing behind. Others live 40 years and become unforgettable. Alexx Ekubo belonged to the second group. He may no longer walk red carpets. He may no longer stand before cameras. He may never act in another movie. But somehow, somewhere, years from now, someone will press play on an old Nollywood movie. They will see that familiar face. They will see that familiar voice. They will see that familiar smile. And for a few beautiful moments, it will feel as though he never really left. And perhaps that is what legacy truly means, to be absent in body, yet forever present in memory. To be gone from our sight, yet impossible to erase from our hearts. Today, we do not simply mourn Alexx Ekubo, we celebrate him, we thank him, we remember him, and as the curtains gently close on his final earthly performance, we say the words no admirer ever wishes to say. Sleep peacefully, Alex. The cameras may have stopped rolling, but your light will continue to shine forever. If Alexx Ekubo ever made you smile, inspired you, or gave you a memorable movie moment, leave a candle emoji and your favorite memory in the comment because legends do not truly die. They live on in the stories we continue to tell.